Right, oh, where the hell am I going to get to those trains? Never worked with model railways, children or animals. Yep, they're under there somewhere. It's very dark. Hello down there. Hello. I can't see anything. I'm going to see from the other side. Hello everybody and welcome to another Heartfilia Railway video. Today I'm going to bring you an update on recent changes to the railway. As you can see, we do have some trains running today. We do have the A4 Mallard, who is a little bit skittish for some reason. And we do have the Oxford Rail J27, number 1214 running today, pulling some freight. Mallard is on passenger duties with her LNER teak Gresleys. Right, so I've got a few things to show you. Show you what's been going on. I know I've not done an update for a little while. There's a few good reasons for that. I'll get into that later in the video. But for now, I'm going to show you what's changed while these trains still stay on the tracks and while they're still running. Because some of these have tendencies to derail, and knowing my luck, they'll derail underneath the town where I can't get to them. Right, let's show you what I've done. So let's crack on. Our first place we're going today is Heartfilia Station. Welcome to the station. Now, not sure how well you can see this. The train's going through the inside line. But underneath, I have finished doing the posts, and I've also done some slight weathering to the roofs and the roof canopies. So under here, the blues and the whites. These are by these paints, so I've used these game colour paints, which I picked up from B&M. Azul Magic or Magic Blue for that nice dark blue effect. And the other one that I've used this model colour, oh, I hope the trains have stopped, acrylic colours, Valigia or white, I think that is in some other language. So that's what I've done for the white underneath. I've also used this on painting the top of these. But as you can see, they look a little bit murky and dirty. The idea behind this is a working station during the World War II, or that kind of era. So they're not going to be pristine because they're not going to be well maintained. Not to mention, steam trains make a lot of smoke. So what I did do is I used some of this Citadel colour paint, which is skeleton hard, and I just washed it with a brush. So I just washed it down with a bit of a brush like that, and then wiped the excess off. And it gave this kind of murky, run-down, slightly dirty effect on the wood, which got into all the little cracks and the details. I also did it on the roofs on the top, which makes the roofs look like they've also been run down. So you can see that they look a little bit dirtier than usual. And overall, it gives the station quite a nice, more realistic effect. I did actually spill a few bits on the station, but I had left them because I thought the station's not going to be clean either. So now it looks like a really nice station. I even managed to get some painting done on the inside as well, which was a little bit tricky, but I got it done. So I got the idea of dirtying up the front of the station from Mark at Hemel Down. So hi Mark, how you doing? So he gave me the idea when he did his station, when he made it look like puffs of soot. And I tried to emulate that, but then I thought this looks better because it looks more like water, like it's been raining, so it's like it would more suit my climate of where this railway is. The railway is meant to be set in North Yorkshire somewhere, and we do get a lot of rain here. So having that dirty, murky effect is actually quite good. So I'm going to move on. I'm going to move further down the station and have a look at this signal box down here. The trains have stopped. I don't know why. They've just decided they're going to stop, and they have stopped, as per typical, under the town area where I can't get to them. So that's what I'll be retrieving after my video. So here, I've moved the signal box from here, where there's a little hut, to here. And you also notice that I have ballasted around here. Now the ballasting, I did have a few bits of problems here because this track here actually started to warp. And I'm not quite sure why. So I had to rip that section up and redo it. I've run out of ballast at the minute, so I need to go to the model shop and buy some more. So unfortunately, there's no ballast on that track yet, but that'll be done soon. However, the signal box has been moved, and I've kind of just scenerized the area, so I put some grass down for it. Tried to make it look a bit more dirty and murky because it's not going to be a pristine field. I've done the same over here in this corner. I've just made a little field. I've still got some details to do on here, put some little bushes as well as the rear back scene. So I've still got quite a few things to do here, mainly just doing the bushes and maybe putting perimeter fencing to stop trespassers on the railway. Because you should never trespass on a railway, it's a very dangerous place. I don't think this is going to need a fence because it's a signal box, it's part of railway grounds, and I don't think anyone's really going to come off the end of that platform, which I've still got to make some sort of ramp down or maybe some stairs or something. I'm not quite sure yet. I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. So yeah, we've been doing some ballasting. In fact, actually, we've done ballasting all along the majority of the station now, and all the way over there. So I've actually ballasted most of the railway. It's been an absolute pain in the backside to do, but we did do it eventually. Ready to get it over and done with. Speaking of over there, we're going to go over there now and look at where the tunnel entrance and the railway hotel is. Welcome to over there. So over here, as I said in my last update video, I did the polyfilling on here. It's been painted. That hotel is going to be back. It's going to be sat about here. And this back here is going to be its rear, like, little beer garden. I'm going to put like maybe a few benches and stuff out here. Most of them plants, flowers, that sort of stuff. Over there, I've continued the little section of scenery in the corner just so that it doesn't look like it cuts off. That's just been done. I'm still waiting for this scenery stuff to dry, would you believe it? And then this big grey area in front of the station. So if I move this back temporarily to where it's going to be here, it's going to be for mainly like with cars, vans and stuff like that for the parcels office and the station and stuff like that. So it's going to be a nice open area for vehicles. As I said in the previous section of the video, I have ballasted around here. This is actually looking pretty nice now. So it's doing really well. Goes into the tunnel. The hedge here is actually these special gauge master. I don't know how to say it. Gauge master hedges. They're like a weird spongy kind of hedge. And I'm just using these as just a little bit of a border between the floor and the hill to hide the cork. I'm going to go around the bottom of here and touch some things up just so they can't see the white. And also it makes a nice boundary between the station and the railway. So between the railway and this garden area. So there's a nice boundary here, which is quite nice. And I'm not going to put any over there because that's going to be more like wildland overgrowth. I've still got quite a bit of work to do over there. But there has been some development on the actual town. So let's go have a quick look. So here we are at the little corner above the signal box. Shadow of my phone there. And as you can see, I've got like this little country like waiting room station here. Now, I originally bought this to try and see if it would fit on one of these platforms, and unfortunately it was way too wide. It would have fit, however, nobody would have been able to get into it and nobody would get past it. So it's a bit useless. So I thought, oh, well, I'm not going to waste a good kit in a building. So this area here, where all the tanks and buses and all that stuff are, that's going to be turned into like a little park area. And that waiting room is going to just sit at the very back here against the wall. I'm going to make it into some sort of like little park house, maybe like a little park cafe or something. Not too sure. So that memorial is going to be in the centre, and I'm going to make it into like a little park area for the people of the town to enjoy. So they can do their shopping over there. Then they can come and collect the kids from school, take them to the park for an hour or two before heading home. I still have the gardens to finish on here as well. Oh, and I do apologise for the dustiness in here. It's been very interesting with sanding and stuff like that. So the town is coming along very nicely. As you can see, I haven't done much work on the town. I've mainly been focusing on the railway areas of the railway. There's those paints that I mentioned earlier. Quick update about the electronics. I did have my mate over here the other weekend and we did a running video of all the trains that we played around with and the two guests he brought. Unfortunately, this doesn't work and we're not quite sure why, so we're going to rewire the entire system when we get a spare weekend in January. and see if it works. It's very temperamental. We're not quite sure what's going on, so we're going to rewire it all, but that's going to take at least a full weekend. And last but not least, on the very rear wall, we have some wonderful poster prints, which I picked up from the National Railway Museum when I went there in the summer, and I just haven't had a chance to put them up. These are just put up with like these little sticky hook things on the wall. I will eventually get these nicely framed. The LNER British Railway, so I've got York and LNER, I've got the 4A4s, I've got Scarborough, Yorkshire Dales, and the Yorkshire Ghost, and of course I've got Mallard from when up there. Please ignore that clock. It's not actually that time. That clock is actually an hour fast because of daylight saving times. Well, doesn't really matter because you could be watching this video at like 4 o'clock in the morning for all I know. So those are our wonderful, wonderful posters which I've got. Well, they're like prints. They were about £8 a piece. And they just bring a bit of colour and they look quite nice above the railway because they're very railway related. Well, thank you for joining me in this video today. Just a few things to say before I do go. The reason why we've not had much content on this channel recently is we've been dealing with a very serious incident with our family. Unfortunately, my nana has got very, very bad dementia, and it's turned into not a very good point at all. She's had to go into a care home now, but for the past several months we've been on the front line making sure that she eats, drinks, and well, does everything she needs to do properly. It's not been fun. It's been very stressful. It's been quite painful to watch. But fortunately, she has gone into a care home and she's receiving now the proper care, and it's given us a bit of relief. So that's one of the reasons why we haven't moved really much with anything like this. Also, my work schedule, I've been on these early starts recently, so I've been starting at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, getting home for 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, and then being like, I'm falling asleep, which happens when you work on Britain's railways. Regardless though, I am looking forward to what we're coming up with and getting this all rewired. We are getting into a rather busy season with it coming up Christmas very soon. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get any more videos out before Christmas or not. I'll see what I can do. I'll maybe do a few running videos if I get the time, if I get a few days off. If not, then it will be into the new year. I'm going to do something for Christmas anyway, just to wish you all Happy Christmas and all that lot when it comes. I mean, it's November, so it's far too early for any Christmas songs, even though you go down Tesco's and there's Christmas stuff all over the place. It's too early. December is when Christmas should be. Anyways, thank you very much for joining us. Please remember to hit like, subscribe, and comment. Leave me a comment, say hello, let you know how you're doing. I do want to grow this channel, so thank you for all those that subscribed. At the time of recording, I think I was on 54 subscribers, so that's a really good result. I was aiming for 50. Now I'm going to aim for 75, so if I get to 75, I'm laughing. So until I do some more work on this, I'm going to find those 2 trays which have stopped working for some reason. I want to wish you all the best. Take care, and I will see you next time. Ah! It's there! Come here, yo! Oh. Where are your carriages? Oh. Ah. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Did it. I can't see you.